Wow. Hello, Hong Kong. It's a pleasure to be here again. So many people here. Amazing, amazing. I'm going to talk about the science behind the Luminous skincare line that we have. And this is my office in Beverly Hills. You're all welcome to come and visit me. We're going to talk about the science of aging and why our products are made to help us look better and feel younger. There's different things that make us age. There are three main things that everyone has to deal with is oxidation, glycation, and loss of cellular balance or loss of cellular function. And really, all of the world is coming around to the idea of how to improve our lives by addressing those three things. One of the main things that helps us maintain our bodies and maintain our health and maintain our rejuvenated self is stem cells. Stem cells are specialized cells that help to renew new cells. They have the ability to maintain themselves indefinitely, and they have the ability to become other types of cells in repairing and regenerating new tissues. There's different types of stem cells. We have stem cells in all parts of our body. The stem cells that I use in my research mostly is from fat, but stem cell research has been going for 50 years using bone marrow. The stem cells from those two are very similar, so we were able to use that all that knowledge to bring our technology to the new forefront of medicine. So about 17 years ago, I developed this procedure called stem cell lift. The stem cell lift is a surgical procedure where you come, I take some fat out, and we separate the stem cells that are found in the fat. The fat has the most amount of stem cells of any part of the body. So I was able to get those stem cells and use it for different applications. I use it for repairing tissues and regenerating tissues after cancer. So if somebody had a cancer and they took it out, we repair it using stem cells. We can do it for repairing joints and muscle and orthopedics. We can use it for autoimmune skin disease to repair the damage that's caused by autoimmune process. And we can use it for cosmetic reasons. 17 years ago, this gentleman changed my life. He came to me, he had a cancer in his face, and he said, I've done everything, I've gone to the best hospitals, they've tried to do surgery, they tried to inject it, and nothing worked. I heard you do stem cells, can you help me? At that time, I was just starting to do these things with the stem cells, and I told him, I'm not sure if it will work. If everybody else failed, why would I be able to do anything? So it took 8 treatments. Every 3 months, he would come, I would take stem cells and I would inject it into his jawline and into the hole. And at 2 years, all the pain that he had from the nerves, all the skin damage that he had from the radiation, all went away. And he looked normal again. And that made me a believer in what the stem cells can do. Then we used it in cosmetic patients, and we saw how great they started to see improvements in their skin. Not only that they looked younger because we put the right proportions in their face and we sculpted them with the stem cells, the skin started to improve. The skin actually was visibly improved, and you can see that even after a month, the skin is tremendously improved. And this is something we weren't expecting, because the cells take from 3 months to a year to make changes in the tissue. So we said there's something else that's causing these changes. It's not the actual cell, but maybe something the cell is making that's causing all these changes in the skin. And we looked at it in the laboratory and we studied it and we saw what it produces and we looked at all the different factors. And these factors have different functions in different ratios and different combinations. In 2009, I had the pleasure of meeting Randy and Wendy. Randy and Wendy came to my office because Randy had problems with his knees and they wanted to do stem cell injections to his knees. We did it, I took a little bit of fat, I got the stem cells, I injected him, he felt a little better, and we became friends and we started talking and he said, great, what else do you do with all these stem cells? So I said, you know, we studied this stem cell factors and we produced a product that can help improve the skin. And he goes, so how many do you sell? I said, about 40 a month. He goes, how would you like to sell about 40,000? I said, great, how do we do it? And they called me 2 days later. They said, we've created Jeunesse. And I'm very grateful to them that they did it. But I'm more grateful to you and the Jeunesse family that has been believers in it and has made it the success that it is. Thank you. So, the technology that we have is APT200. Advanced Polypeptide Technology 200 is the proprietary product that is the key to our product. This technology is based on my research on stem cells. It is very unique. It's very hard to make these things, and it's very hard to replicate it. So it is exclusive to Jeunesse, and it's really revolutionizing the whole concept of cosmetic world, of how to deal with the aging process and how to make the skin look better and younger. So let's talk about what the science is. What does this term mean, polypeptide? The stem cells, like we've talked about, are producing different products. They're producing different factors. These factors are made from amino acids. Amino acids, when they come together, they form proteins. But the way they do it is they make peptides. When the peptides come together, they make polypeptides. And then polypeptides become proteins. And that process is really what makes each individual factor so unique. This is a test that we did on our APT200, and you can see the different factors that are found in it, and it's very unique in the world. There's nobody else who can say they have that product. So the most concentrated amount of stem cells of the APT200 is found in the cellular rejuvenating serum. It's important for you to understand there are no stem cells in our products. They don't live outside our body, so there are no stem cells in the product. It is the APT200, it is those polypeptides that is in the product that makes it what it is. It's not from animals, it doesn't have any parabens, it doesn't cause acne, it doesn't cause irritation, and it doesn't have anything to make you sensitive. Thank you. The APT200 is in all of our products except for the wash because we don't need it in there. So the APT200 products are made to do the action, but you need other things to come and work synergistically to get the effect. So the first thing we need to do is to wash the face and clean it so that all the dirt goes off, all the pores are open, all the pollution is off, and we have a great way of absorbing all these APT 200 technology that we're trying to get the effect on the skin to work. Once we do that, then you want to lock it in and you want to put the protection on it from the environment and from the sun. So once we wash our face, we're actually changing the pH of the skin, which helps to drive in the peptides into the skin, and it also helps to reduce the inflammation on the skin. So we should wash morning and night, and right after you wash, the first thing that should go into the skin is the serum. The serum has the most amount of the peptides. So I want you to understand, although all of them have it, this is the one with the most concentration. This should be the one that goes on to the skin right after you wash. Here's a patient of mine who said, I don't believe you, let me try it on one hand, comes back after a month, because I believe you, let me do the other hand. She bought the products. So, after you put on the serum, you want to put on the brightener. The flawless skin brightener does not have any hydroquinone or any acids that are irritating to the skin. It is made just from those peptides. There are different peptides than the serum. These are peptides specially made to brighten the skin and give you the luminosity and even tone of the skin. So it does not make you sun sensitive. You can wear it day and night, and you should put it on in the morning and at night. Here's a patient who used it for 3 months. Her skin was much better. The eye firming gel is for puffy eyes. If people have puffy eyes, you can put some of this on, very light amount right under the eyes, let it dry. It takes about a couple of minutes, and you'll see the improvement. And then you want to put on the sunscreen on top of it. And here's a person who used it only on one side, and you can see the difference. Although you get an immediate result, it has the APT 200 and the other anti-glycolic and antioxidant factors in there. So they work together to improve the skin over time. The daily moisturizer has an SPF of 30. SPF of 30 can help block the skin rays, the sun rays, for about 98% of the rays. So that means for 2%, we're not going to give you a lot more chemicals. 30 is what you need, and it does not have any parabens or any of the oils that clog up the pores. So this is actually very good for people who are acne prone as well. If you're going to be in the sun, actually, you should reapply the serum, the morning moisturizer with the SPF every 2 hours or 3 hours if you're going to be in the sun. For at night, you want to use the Advanced Night Repair. The Advanced Night Repair is actually a very unique product in that it's the only product that has anti-glycation, antioxidant, APT 200 in those concentrations in it. It's our new formula that came out a couple of years ago, and I think you will like it very much. For people who want to bathe in the serum but can't, we created the Essential Body Renewal because we wanted to improve the whole skin. You want to improve your chest, your arms, your legs. And this has all the antioxidants, all the vitamins, and the APT 200 as well. For people who like to see their pores open up better and to have their skin tightened up a little bit more, we have the Ultimate Lifting Mask. The Ultimate Lifting Mask has no strong acids in it. So basically you can use it every day if you want without getting irritation, and you can peel it off and apply the serum and the other products right afterwards. If you want to look good for an event and you want to go out, put it on, let it dry for 20 minutes, a thin layer, take it off and put on the products, and your skin will feel tighter and more lifted. And this is just a summary of how you should use the products. So you do, again, wash, put on the serum. If you're going to do the mask, you do the mask first, then you put on the eye primer gel, the serum, the flawless brightener, the morning and night moisturizers, and then I'm going to just show you a few pictures of how you can improve the skin even without being old. Even if being people who are young, they have discoloration, they have uneven skin, and you can see the improvement in the skin because it's balancing the skin. We're just giving back the skin its products, its polypeptides that help to give you a more healthier skin. Neck is very hard to improve, and you can see with the serum it got improved. This is the brightener after 3 months. And because I'm a doctor and a scientist, we want to prove it. We send it out to a different group where they do these studies for all the different cosmetics. We said, test our product. Tell us how it is. So they looked at wrinkles, and they saw that there was 87% improvement overall wrinkles. Here's an example of a person who had 65% improvement in their deep wrinkles. And here's another one who had 50% improvement of their fine wrinkles. And this is only a 2-month study. Here's a person I met in Australia. He shows me the picture. He goes, I'm a believer in your product. Look at what it did. That's 17 days, and that's 51 days. So I was impressed. And then here's the pigment. They're looking at the different colors. 65% improvement in the overall skin pigmentation. Here's a person after 2 months that had 44% improvement. And here's actually another person I met who is a Jeunesse double diamond, I believe she is now. Showed me this picture. He goes, I believe in it, it's working. So I'm thankful. If you guys want to show me your pictures, please send it to me. I would love to have it. So we did another test on the analysis of the brightening effect, and we saw that over 4 weeks, we had a 50% improvement. Sorry. I'll show you the picture. Here's a picture. And here's another analysis that they did, that when they took it and with the computers and they did a computer improvement, after 4 weeks there was 132% improvement, and here's the computerized study that they did. And here's another patient that you can see the improvement in the skin tone and skin color. And the most amazing thing to me was when they did the study, they also asked them at the end of the study, would you recommend the product to your friends and family? And 100% of the people in the study said yes. That's pretty amazing. I don't know many products that can do that. So let's review for a minute. The APD 200 is our main proprietary component of the Luminous Skincare line. It works synergistically with the antioxidants, anti-glycation, vitamins, sun protection, and moisturizers. And all of them are different. In the morning is different than in the evening, and they work synergistically. So we didn't just put the same thing in to all the products. All the products are very unique in what they do, and that's why they work well together. Here's another person I met in Australia. She goes to me, this is me, and this is my mom. So 6 weeks. I was pretty impressed. But I was looking at all these, and I had patients who come to me and they say, listen, my makeup, I put my makeup on, I get all this acne breakout, I can't do this. So I worked with Yolanda, who you'll meet in a few minutes, and we developed Envy. Today we're launching Envy here.